We are here in Artaeum, in the Sephora Tower, a little bit north of the Artaeum Way Shrine. And we are talking with Right Master aizgodezz.
The next step involves a thorough examination of the strange pearl you and Valcerin recovered from beneath the Shimmerine Monastery. Hopefully, we can learn more about the false Aldark and the source of the pearl's magic.
You can use magic to get the pearl to reveal all that?
We are the Psijic Order, friend of Valcerin. There is very little we cannot accomplish through the application of the old ways. Every object remembers its history. The trick involves selecting the correct ritual to reveal those buried memories.
Can I do anything to help?
While I head inside to begin the augury ritual, I'd like you to go to Sotha Seal's study in the tower, find my acolyte, Oriandra, and ask her for Sotha Seal's amplification elixir. We may need it if the pearl proves to be resistant to our magic.
I'll find Oriandra and get the amplification elixir. Oh, we're going to Sephora Tower. Alright, so now we are inside the tower. Okay. We gotta go this way. Oh, it's kind of pretty in here. Alright, let's go this way. Hang on, ear itches. Ah, fucking itch. Okay, what up, Oriandra? Need any elixir?
You must be the adventurer that Valcerin was going on about. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to our secret island. Oh, I suppose you already talked to the Right Master, seeing as you're here in Sephora Tower.
The Right Master sent me to get an amplification elixir for the ritual they're conducting.
That strange pearl has certainly been reluctant to reveal its secrets. The Right Master hates it when an inanimate object refuses to cooperate. Regarding the amplification elixir, I just cataloged it. It's a Sotha Seal creation, as you'd expect.
Sotha Seal's a member of the Psijic Order?
What? No, not in the traditional sense. He's not one of our monks, if that's what you're asking. More like an honorary member, I guess you'd say. According to my records, the silver vial should be right over there.
I'll find it.
As soon as the pearl arrived via Valcerin's transference spell, the Right Master gathered the conclave to prepare an augury ritual. He's been cycling sages through to keep them fresh, while slowly increasing the intensity of the ritual.
So why aren't you helping with the ritual?
I'm the Right Master's acolyte. I have other duties to perform. Besides, such a complex ritual requires the power of the conclave of the 11 forces. I'm not that strong yet. Under the Right Master's tutelage, I expect to attain that rank. One day.
How did an Imperial end up in the Psijic Order?
Despite opinions to the contrary, being an Altmer isn't a prerequisite for membership in the Psijic Order. The Right Master noticed my potential and invited me to join. I had a year to consider the offer, but I made my decision immediately.
I'm not sure I understand where we are. How did the Psijics hide our town?
I'm not allowed to reveal where you are, or how our magic works, other than to tell you that you have arrived upon the fabled island of the Psijic Order, Artaeum. While we're not currently part of Nirn's reality, we still keep track of events there.
How do you manage to keep track of events on Nirn from wherever this is?
I could say we have our ways and leave it at that, but you deserve a better explanation. The Right Master sends Psijics back to the world to perform tasks and gather information. Plus, we have powerful scrying magic that reveals all sorts of details.
I better find that elixir the Right Master requested.
I was examining the vial of amplification elixir myself just a short time ago. It should be right over there.
What can you tell me about the ritual Right Master is performing?
As soon as the pearl arrived via Valcerin's transference spell, the Right Master gathered the conclave to prepare an augury ritual.
Okay, that's enough. Alright, elixir, and let's get out of here. Right, Master.
Was Oriandra able to direct you to the proper elixir? Without something to amplify the magic, our ritual is going to fail.
Here's the amplification elixir you requested.
Just in time. For the next stage of the ritual, if you have no objections, I'd like you to join us. Your experiences alongside Valcerin might help reveal what has so far eluded our efforts.
How can I help with the ritual?
We'll handle the magic. You pour the elixir into the scrying pool and stand close. As the ritual's power amplifies, your experiences with the PearL and the false Aldark should help the augury do its job.
And what is the augury's job exactly?
We want to discover the origin of the PearL and its strange magic. In addition, anything we can learn about the false Aldark and his connection to the PearL would be helpful. Otherwise, we're stepping blindly into Oblivion's maw here.
All right, tell me what you need me to do.
Pour the elixir into the pool. That should provide the final boost we need to trigger the augury.
Here we stand, the most favored servants of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal, on the verge of the greatest victory for our princes.
Are you sure those creatures can be trusted?
Have no fear. Isn't that why we formed the Court of Bedlam? Besides, what happens next in Relenthil will seal Somerset's fate.
That's a pretty sphere. Look at that. Alright, what up, dog?
That was unnerving. It seems the false Aldark belonged to an alliance of Daedric cultists called the Court of Bedlam. Imagine, the faithful of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal working together. This is more serious than I anticipated.
Have you ever heard of the Court of Bedlam?
No, but I'm hardly an expert on the Daedric cults of Tamriel. The magic I sensed in the PearL, though, it doesn't contain the taint of Oblivion. We're missing something. But what? I suppose we'll need to find out what's going on in Relenthil.
Okay. I can travel to Relenthil.
I hoped you'd say that. Relenthil sits to the west of Shimmerine, just across the mountains. I'll send Valcerin with you to talk to the Cannon Reeve. The false Aldark may be dead, but Mephala's and Nocturnal's agents remain, as well as the PearLs.
I have a few questions before I head to Relenthil.
I may not be a natural prognosticator, but I had a feeling you might. Go ahead. I'll answer what I can.
Do the Daedric princes always work together?
From what I've experienced, an alliance isn't just unusual. It's contrary to their very nature. Oh, they'll work together from time to time, but something as complex as what Sotha Seal hinted at is unheard of. Makes me interested to learn more.
What can you tell me about Relenthil?
Very little, I'm afraid. The last time I passed through that area was more than 350 years ago. They made an exquisite wine, as I recall, and the House of Reveries theater troupe always put on an entertaining show.
Did you learn anything more about the PearL?
The augury ritual extracted a vision of the false Aldark and the Court of Bedlam, but nothing specifically about the PearL. Its magic isn't Daedric, though. How they can steal life energy and use it to summon those sea creatures remains a mystery.
Goodbye. Alright, out we go. We gotta go way over here. We don't got a teleporter, so I guess we're hoofing it. Let's see, we gotta go here.
You saved the Queen. Stars give you safe travel.
Uh-oh, that's just for the summer, so... Was I supposed to go here? Oh, shit. I'm supposed to travel to Rellenthal. Oh, it's over here. Okay, so let's go up here and take a left. Uh-oh. Ouch.
I'm gonna hop off for a while and have some lunch, right?
Okay, I'll be here.
Yep. Stay out of trouble.
I'll try not to. See ya.
Seeking a sip of fine Russellfeld red. Prepare for disappointment.
Ah, this one has been looking for you.
What up, brah?
Raz's investigations have brought him to Rellenthal. When this one noticed your Sijic friend slip into town, Raz figured you'd be along soon. So, what did you discover on Arteum, the island that isn't here anymore? Ugh, that made Raz's head hurt.
We learned the false Aldark belonged to a Daedric cult called the Court of Bedlam.
Yes, this one has been exploring the Daedric connection as well. But Raz hates Daedra. In Raz's experience, very little good comes from dealing with Daedra or their cultists. And this revelation brings you to Rellenthal, yes?
Other members of the cult mentioned that something was going to happen in Rellenthal.
That is disturbingly vague. Why must cryptic cultists be so... cryptic? Well, Raz saw Valserin head toward Canonry Farmeldo's house. This one suggests we start our investigation of the area there.
Right, that's where I was supposed to meet Valserin.
Trapped! Which one could he possibly be?
Go inside and we'll discuss this later. And take off that ridiculous hood.
Ridiculous? I'll show you what's ridiculous. I'll show you all!
You think as Canon Reeve I'd be immune to the troublesome temper of a spoiled and rebellious child. But what distinguished visitors I have today. A wandering sage, a well-dressed Khajiit, and you. What brings such a group to Rellenthal?
We're investigating reports of unusual occurrences here in Rellenthal.
Investigating? For who? Well, there have been 3 reports this week of someone disappearing. And my intractable son Nadoril and his malcontent friends have been cavorting around the large sinkhole that recently appeared.
Do you think the missing people, the sinkhole and your son's friends, are related?
What are you implying? They're just young and proud of their heritage. I wouldn't draw such a harsh conclusion without substantial evidence.
I can't understand why they're fascinated with the sinkhole, but that doesn't make them criminals.
Any objection to us investigating the sinkhole?
It's unusual for newcomers to encroach upon Altmer affairs, especially since we rarely saw any prior to the Queen's decree. If you want to investigate, I won't try to stop you. And if anything happens, maybe it will teach my son to avoid the place.
I'll let you know if we find anything to be concerned about.
Raz wants to ask the Cannon Reeve a few more questions. Take the Sijic and go investigate the sinkhole.
I'll meet you in the sinkhole.
Whoa.
Nidoriel's mad! He attacked Eldon, and one of those horrible creatures tore off my hood!
That young woman was certainly in a hurry. And what was that about Nidorel and an attack?
She said that Nidorel attacked someone and something about creatures.
Yes, well, let's be on our guard then. I don't think this sinkhole is completely natural. Its size concerns me. If the ground continues to fall away, it could swallow all of Relenthal.
You think this sinkhole is that dangerous?
It certainly feels dangerous. And if it does figure into the Court of Bedlin's plans, well, I can't think of a more frightening event than watching Relenthal get swallowed by a sinkhole. Let's proceed and find out what's going on down here.
Goodbye.
The walls and ceiling, they don't look stable. I'll try to reinforce the weak spots. More of those Yagra creatures. Be careful. The size of this place. It's almost as if someone dug up through the island. I'll teleport closer to the central area and meet you there.
Can't go through that way.
Is someone there? Help! Please help! Crazy bastard stabbed me! God, this hurts!
Tell me what happened.
It was just kind of fun. Joining the Court of Bedlam. Espousing the virtues of our Ultima heritage. But Doral, he took things too far.
What do you mean too far?
When we heard that they planned to release those creatures, I made the mistake of saying they were insane. Doral objected, called me unworthy. That's when he stabbed me.
Eldon, where's Nandora now? Eldon?
The court of Bedlam will eradicate the lesser races. Maybe even deal with our unworthy queen.
Over here. Keep quiet and tell me if you see what I see.
Do you see what I see?
You see that, right? My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. That's a sea slode. They haven't been seen in Somerset since, well, it's been centuries at least.
What's a sea slode?
A vile and dangerous species. Very powerful. The sea slode come from the distant underwater kingdom of Ulvorkus. Who's that hooded figure with the slode? And look, more of those abyssal pearls. They're everywhere.
Why are the sea slode dangerous?
The slode are a godless people. Perhaps the most hated in Tamriel. And the sea slode are even worse. They employ depraved magic and have long coveted Somerset. They believe it once belonged to them. They pillage, release plagues. They're horrible.
Does this have something to do with the Court of Bedlam?
The hooded figure could be a member of this so-called Court of Bedlam. At this point, nothing would surprise me. That slode has me worried, though. I can't think of anything worse than an alliance between those foul beasts and Daedric cultists.
Could this be the source of the abyssal pearls?
They could certainly have a connection to the sea slode's submerged kingdom, but they appear to have been placed down here. Look how the Yagra are drawn to them. I'll head for the sea slode. You deal with those abyssal pearls.
I'll destroy the abyssal pearls.
Master, intruders in the cave.
Heed me, my creatures! Destroy the intruders!
That young idiot. We need to get over there.
Witness the power of Kator on the abyssal cabal!
This way. Up here.
How do I get up there?
Damn. No sign of where the sea slow disappeared to.
Hurry, this way. Somehow Raz knew we'd find you here.
Sea slows. This is worse than the Right Master imagined. Meet me in Artaeum after you talk to the Queen's Eye.
What up, bro?
Did the pretty Sijik say sea slowed? No. Raz must have heard wrong. That could not have been what she said.
The sea slowed. Katora is working with the Court of Bedlam, including the Cannon Reeve's son.
Slowed? That's bad. And sea slowed? That sounds even worse. If the sea slowed threatens Somerset, Queen Irene must be informed. We need to act. Wait. What did you say about the Cannon Reeve's son?
Nandoro joined the Court of Bedlam. He killed a fellow initiate and was working with the Slowed.
Daedra worshippers. In Somerset. And Slowed. Oh, Raz likes this situation less and less. As for Nedoril, Raz knows how to deal with traitors. This one will meet you at the Cannon Reeve's house.
I'll see you there. Oh, we're just going right here. Knocker, knocker, knocker.
The Eye of the Queen? How dare you accuse my son of treason? The Queen's Eye. How dare he not identify himself when he first arrived? And how dare he accuse my foolish son of something as serious as treason? The Queen shall hear of this, mark my words.
Nedoril's more than foolish. He killed a high elf and is working with the Sea Slowed.
Sea Slowed? Plus all this nonsense about Altma's superiority, and now murder? I am the Cannon Reeve of Relenthil. I took an oath to serve and protect my community. How in the Queen's name am I supposed to reconcile my son's actions?
It's not something I can help you with.
Oh, Nedoril, what have you done? Please, you must talk to the Queen's Eye. He needs to show mercy. I'm sure we can find a way to resolve this without... Oh, here comes Nedoril now.
Your son has a lot to answer for, Cannon Reeve.
I have a lot to answer for? The Court of Bedlam is going to turn me into a god.
Foolishness can be ignored. Murder and treason, not so much.
You and your queen have no authority over a true Ultima, you mangy cat.
This one cannot allow your crimes to stand unanswered.
Lidoriel! No! No! I understand. Relenthil is loyal to the Queen.
Why'd you just stab him, Rock?
Sometimes the eye sees treason and must cut it out before it spreads. This one is sorry you had to witness that.
Couldn't you have arrested Netheril instead of executing him?
Blasphemy, treason, murder. How many crimes must one commit to attract the attention of the executioner's blade? Raz decided that a message had to be sent. Enemies of the Queen will not be tolerated.
I've rarely seen you this serious.
Treason and the Queen's justice are serious business. Raz has been forced into this role on rare occasions, but he never seeks it out or looks forward to wielding the blade. A necessary part of my job, yes.
Is there anything else you need from me right now?
No. Raz will see to the Cannon Reeve and send word to the Queen before looking deeper into the Court of Bedlam. You should return to Arteum and let the Sijiks know what we learned. I tell you, Five Claw, this whole situation makes Raz want to hiss.
Okay. Whoop. That's not the way out. How do we get in here again? There's the door. Hang on, where are we going? East 961. Whoa. That's way over there. We could probably go here. I don't know. Might not save us a lot of time, but whatever, it'll save a little bit. Okay, where are we at? Arteum. Oh my gosh, we gotta travel all the way up there again. Getting tired of this. It should teleport us way closer than 400 meters away.
Friend of Valseren, I have a proposal for you.
I'm just looking for a homie. He must be up above. There's stairs somewhere. There we go.
Ah, friend of Valseren. I've been informed that you encountered a sea sload in a sinkhole beneath Relenthiel. That bodes ill for Somerset, perhaps all of Nirn. I fear there are difficult days ahead.
The sea sload called itself Katora.
I'm familiar with that particular sea sload and its renegades. Call themselves the Abyssal Cabal. I thought I defeated them long ago, but it appears I was in error. What about the pearls? Valseren mentioned you encountered more in the sinkhole.
Katora used abyssal pearls to summon Yagara to attack Relenthiel.
Val described those seaborne monstrosities. I have a vague recollection of Katora utilizing such creatures in the past, but for some reason, the memories refuse to snap into focus. I suppose that's another mystery I'll need to look into.
Why would the Daedric princes require the aid of the sea slodes?
The Daedric princes require minions to carry out their will, and the Slode have always had an interest in the green and pleasant island. It isn't hard to see why they might work together. For now, you have my thanks for assisting Valseren.
Okay.
I asked the Conclave of the 11 Forces to ponder how we can learn more from the Abyssal Pearl. With the additional information you provided, I expect that Iridel or Amalira will be able to develop a new avenue of investigation now.
What more do you hope to learn from the Abyssal Pearl?
The augury ritual revealed the connection to the Court of Bedlam and pointed to trouble in Relenthiel. Now we need to determine where Katora and the Sea Slodes are hiding. The Abyssal Pearl should be able to point us in the right direction.
How can I help?
Meet me in the main gallery. We can consult with the rest of the Conclave and use the scrying pool to continue our probe of the Pearl. As much as this situation concerns me, I must admit, I somewhat enjoy being in the middle of the action again.
I'll meet you in the main gallery.
Right, Master. The Abyssal Pearl. It's gone.
Uh-oh.
Gone? How? I set the protections personally.
Well...
How could the Abyssal Pearl disappear like that? It makes no sense.
When was the last time anyone saw the Abyssal Pearl?
A few hours ago. We left it in the scrying pool in the main gallery while the members of the Conclave of the 11 Forces went to deal with other matters of importance. When I returned, I immediately noticed that the Pearl was missing.
Didn't the Right Master place protections on the Pearl?
Yes, that's standard procedure when dealing with an unknown relic. But that just makes the Pearl's disappearance more troubling. Something about this feels wrong.
What is the Conclave of the 11 Forces?
The Conclave serves as the Order's ruling body. It takes its name from the 11 forces of nature that we revere and follow as part of the old ways. The Conclave assists the Right Master with matters of study, policy, and significant research.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
See what the scrying pool reveals. There's something happening on the beach.
It's the Yagra. They're invading Artaeum.
The Pearl. Somehow it was used to summon the Yagra. We need to defend the beach.
Wait, is that a sword?
That would be mine. I'm on my way to help. Eventually.
The Golden Knight and his sword can wait. The Yagra are our primary concern.
Alright, well, I missed a pause in the quest, so I'm gonna stop this and start a new one.